What's happening, Verbally Vicious Nation? What's happening, Horner? As far as I know, I'm the oldest member of Verbally Vicious Nation family. I found Horner, I believe it was in the later part of '07 or maybe early '08 on MySpace. Long before he ever thought of jumping to YouTube, which has worked out really well for him. I've seen videos of Daryl's that'll probably never see the light of day on YouTube. What I liked, the first video I watched of him was Horner Goes to Jail, when he's talking about being pulled over in North Dakota. He did a comedy bit about it, but he also did a simple video blog about it. And that was the first thing I ever saw of him. And I was kind of enthralled by the story because I've been fucked over by the cops myself, having a heart attack in police custody and waiting 7 hours and 52 minutes after asking for help before it arrived. But I sent him a reply on that video, and he actually replied back, which I thought was really cool. I watched all of his stand-up videos, heard him mention Josh Denny, and went over and watched all that. Not to make light of it, I watched all of Josh's videos as well. And I began to understand the term verbally vicious. Because the dude swears like a fucking sailor. And so do I, though. So I'm the last person to judge. But one of the things you don't hear Mr. Horner say a whole lot is cunt. He doesn't say that a whole lot. It requires passion in Horner that it's in every video, but he just stays below. He usually stays right below the C line, the cunt word line. He made mention of it in a video when he was referring to a cunt in a nightclub, a comedy club that he was working. And when he first began the story, I was expecting him to say, like, you know, she was throwing ashtrays at fucking children as they were walking by the club. But it didn't really work out that way. Because that's what I think it would take, you know, to use a word like that. But as he explained it, I'm like, yeah, I can see how that word would be appropriate. And he used it again today in a video, or maybe yesterday. I just watched it today. I've been busy as shit, but I just watched it today, and I heard him use the word a few times. Again, on a highly appropriate topic. Becca, whatever the fuck her last name is, lying about being pregnant, being advised to abort, but having the gumption to fucking see it through. Again, it's not often you get to hear Daryl talk like that. Swears like a sailor, yeah, but he usually fucking treads lightly when it comes to defamatory comments like that. I apologize, I need my liquefied heroin fix, but anyway, I take comfort knowing in this world that there's karma. Karma is absolutely for real, and the vibe you send out in this world is what you're going to get hit with, whether it's positive or negative. This little bitch is never going to live a minute of her life without having this right over her fucking head on a daily basis. You rip out people's heartstrings. You could tell people you lost a cat in a house fire, and you're going to play people's heartstrings, and they're going to give you sympathy for it. But when it comes to losing a child, oh my fucking God. That is just way, that is so beyond the line that you can't even see the line with binoculars. That is a cunt. Again, I take comfort knowing that this will haunt her for the rest of her days. Everywhere she goes for a job, I hope recognizes her face and just says, I'm sorry, we have nothing available. Would you hire a person like that to take care of your bookwork? To take care of your money for your company? Bull fucking shit you would. I do construction, basement waterproofing, interlocking stone, decorative coatings on concrete, anti-slip coatings. I put a lot of trust in employees. I trust them to shovel. I trust them to push to their limits daily, and they're compensated very well for it, and they got a lot of weird benefits at work. But if I found out an employee of mine had ever done something like that, it's something that you couldn't overlook. You couldn't overlook the character of the person. How could you? I couldn't. I don't understand people that can function like that, so I wouldn't feel comfortable with that person being around me. I wouldn't. Anyway, I just thought I would drop in. For Daryl to use a word like that, that is definitely verbally vicious. But he's never called it verbally well-rounded and well-adjusted and, you know, fuck it. It's called verbally vicious. And if you can't put a cunt stamp on a cunt, then what's the point in owning a cunt stamp? Anyway, I just thought I would pop in to say hi. Peace the fuck out.